Hey, greetings everyone. Today we're going to talk about this brand new Makita. It's a cordless hedge trimmer, 18 volts. The model number is LXHU02Z. And it's what they call a tool only. It doesn't come with a battery or charger or anything. And essentially I already had some other Makita tools which use the same battery. And I was in the market for a new hedge trimmer. I currently have a gas-powered one that someone gave me quite a few years ago. Hey, free is nice, but the problem was, it's a Craftsman's. Here's Craftsman. It's pretty old. It would never really start very well. It used to take me 15-20 minutes to get the darn thing started, and it's never improved. And I'm not much with small engines, so it sort of became frustrating over time. I would only use it also maybe twice a year, in the spring and then maybe in the fall. So you have all that gasoline maintenance. As you know, they have the ethanol and all the gas these days, and that stuff just plays havoc with small engines, gums up in there. So you pretty much have to empty the gas and drain it out of that thing every time you use it. And this last time I tried to use it, it just didn't want to run right, so I finally got sick of it. I thought I'd just get myself a little battery-powered one because I don't have that far to go. Everything's pretty close to the house, and it just seemed like the best thing to do. I went down to Lowe's to see what they had, and they pretty much had Black & Deckers. And of course, I was about ready to buy one. I thought, here's a Black & Decker product, which typically they don't last that long. They're not really built that good. They're not meant to. It's just a consumer throwaway product. They want you to buy a new one every 2 or 3 years. I imagine it's their business model. In any regard, it also has, a unique battery for that device, so here we go again, yet one more different battery system to deal with. And if you ever use these battery-operated tools, you've learned by now that probably the biggest cost over time is replacing those batteries. And I just started wondering, I've got this new Makita set, and I'm pretty happy with it. I have a drill and a driver. And I just wondered if maybe Makita made one of these guys. So I went on to Amazon and did some looking around. And sure enough, this seems to be a brand new model. There's only one review on it, and I also had to wait about 3 weeks to get it, so I'm guessing it just came on the market. As a matter of fact, it just showed up at UPS a few minutes ago. Alright, let's get started on the actual device itself. It's pretty lightweight, especially compared to that gas unit I had. So let's see exactly how much this guy weighs. This is without the battery. So we're talking 6 pounds, 4 ounces. Not bad. Well, this is the battery it uses, the Makita 18-volt lithium-ion. This particular battery pack is 3 amp hours. So we'll put this guy on here, and it just slides on, clicks into place. Now let's weigh it. We come up with 7 pounds, 9.5 ounces. So still, it's pretty nice lightweight to work with, especially if you're going to be holding it for quite a bit of time. Alright, it does come with a shield, a guard for the blade, which is nice. When you stow it away, it'll keep the dirt off it, and it'll also keep it from getting dinged up or anybody from cutting themselves. The blade is very sharp. The blades are on top. I'm not sure what sort of metal that is. I don't know if that's stainless steel or not. It sort of looks like it is. I couldn't find anything on the user guide about it, but that would be nice because these things will be getting wet from time to time, and you don't want them rusting. This has a lot of safety features on it too. To actually activate this, it's a double trigger, and what you have to do is press the button over, and that'll let you engage the finger trigger here on the handle. But that still doesn't power it, and what you have to do is, at the same time, engage the second switch right here with your left hand. And letting off of either switch will stop the device from running. So basically you have to have both hands on this guy in order for it to be powered up. And that's good because you don't want to lose your finger to this thing, and it's very feasible that could happen. I know I've been using the other gas one out there, and your tendency is to sort of let go with your left hand and use it to go clear some of the debris away from the shrub you're cutting. You might lose your balance or just lose your train of thought, and next thing you know, you've got the finger laying on the ground. So these safety interlocks are definitely something I appreciate. It also has a nice hand guard here, which will keep your hand away from those blades like a lot of chainsaws do. But give this thing definitely 2 thumbs up for safety features. Another nice thing about this is it's very quiet, especially compared to that gasoline device. Just let it run. And that makes very little noise at all. Probably really no need to even wear hearing protection when you're using this guy. Let's talk about the blade a little bit now. They advertise this as a 22-inch blade. So let's go see if that is in fact what we're getting here. And if you take it from the it's just about right. From the outside edge of this particular, I'm not sure what the technical term for this is, to the outside edge of this one on the closest to the machine, it's just a little bit over 22 inches. Now they do recommend that before you use this each time, you wipe oil on the blade, and also every hour of use. I've found it also be practical with the gas unit. And the last thing on the blade is they advertise this as a quick change blade. I'm not going to do this for this particular video, but there's 4 screws on the bottom here, and basically take those 4 screws off, and then there's a few more screws holding the blade on there, and it just pops out and put a new one in when and if the time ever comes for that. Talk a little bit about the battery system on these Makitas, the lithium-ion. I don't know if this is true of all manufacturers, but in any case, you'll see here that there's a star. It's in black, so maybe a little bit tough. But batteries that come with this star on the Makita indicate that they have a battery protection system built in. And the user guide says that there's basically 2 types of protection. One is an overload protection. So if the device you're using is drawing too much current and it overheats the battery, they'll shut it down. And there's also low battery voltage. If the battery capacity starts to become too low, it'll just basically shut the tool off. There's also a status LED built into the device itself here, into the head shear. And when you power it on, nothing happens, but should the light start blinking, it'll indicate that the battery's starting to get low, and it's probably time to go get another one or put it on the charger. And if that light stays on, it basically means that the battery capacity is too low for the tool to even operate, or the battery protection system has kicked in. Okay, we're outside now, and it's a very nice warm day in 22nd November 2013 here. It's actually up in the 60s today. But here's some spireas I want to cut back for next year, and go ahead and use this new Makita just to show you how well it works. There we go. That should give us some nice shapely bushes for next year when they start growing back. And it's definitely nice to have this double switch here. It has a safety mechanism, so if you don't have both hands on the device, on the handles, you're not going to have any possibility of cutting your fingers off. Okay, well, there you have it. That's the brand new Makita LXHU02 battery operated hedge trimmer. Going to give this guy a 2 thumbs up. I'm pretty much a Makita fan anyway, just because it's a good quality tool at a decent price. I already had a set of Makita tools that use the same batteries. This comes as a tool only. There's no battery or charger with it, so if you already have the Makita battery charging system, the 18 volt lithium-ion, you're going to have to go out and buy that. I have not seen this guy being sold as part of a kit, at least not yet. I don't know what their plans are there. It's very quiet, has plenty of safety features built in, which is very important because those blades are sharp, and just from personal experience you can very easily lose a finger. With this guy you have to have both hands on 2 different triggers on the handles for it to be powered up. Also has the shield in the front. It's extremely quiet to use. No need to even wear any hearing protection in my estimation. And also has plenty of power. I just cut through that spiral pretty easily, and I also cut through a couple rose bushes afterwards, which I didn't show you. It does come with the plastic cover to go over the blade, which is a nice feature. And it has a 1-year warranty from Makita. And I've never had to use a warranty yet, but it's nice to have it there if you ever do. I paid about $158 for this, delivered to my door from Amazon Prime. I just noticed on the website today that price went down $5, so I assume they'll price match me on that. And that's pretty much all I can think of to say. It's really, the decision is probably best for people that are already invested in Makita lithium-ion line. If you don't have any battery operated tools at all, it's going to be your first one. Don't forget you have to go out and buy the battery system for this, unless you can find this in a kit later. Alright, hope you found this useful. Cheers.